Hello everybody, welcome back to Scrappy Adam and welcome to day 4 of the 12 Days of Summer Scraplifts from Scrap Squad, which is a lovely Facebook group dedicated to all things scraplifting and spreading the scrappy love around the scrapbooking community. So I am playing along as a sort of way to kickstart me back into scrapbooking and YouTube, and I am loving it. Today's sketch has been brought to us by... Scraplift by Lacey Robin from Paper Issues, and it's this gorgeous one which I love because each triangle, which has been put back together as a square, has 8 patterned papers. So there's 8 in total, and two areas have 2 patterned papers. I made that far more complicated than it needed to be. And then we have one photo with some layers behind it and a lovely title here and here, and then some tabs up here. I just really love it, and then there are some splatters going around it as well. I do apologise. As I said, this is day 4 of the 12 Days of Summer Scraplifts. So that is what we are going to be doing today, and I am scraplifting this gorgeous photo of Vicky Booton, who of course I've been cruising with last week. And this is the album that we made in her class, which is amazing. I'm loving it. I've not actually finished mine yet because I'm quite slow, and I kind of went rogue. Bet you didn't guess that I would do that, would you? But yeah, I will show it to you. Me and Kathy are going to do a joint video and show you how both of our albums sort of changed, and show you photos of what Vicky's looked like, so you can see how different it is. I can't take credit for this photo. We have a Facebook group and a WhatsApp group from everybody who was on the cruise, and we've all agreed that anybody can use any of our photos because that's the best way to spread the photo magic and document even more memories. So thank you to whoever took this photo. I think it was Danielle or Noah, maybe Danielle, and this was on the first day, which was the album day, I think. I may have just made all of that up, but whoever it was on the cruise, thank you very much for letting us use your photos. Equally, I've let people use my photos and so on, and I think altogether we've got like over 1,000 photos. It's yeah, crazy, but that is the best way, as I say, for us all to get more photos, because we weren't all in the same place at the same time for the entire week, of course. So that's the photo I'm documenting, which I thought was a really nice photo to showcase the album that we made and how we spent our crafty time on that first day and on other days thereafter. And I'm actually going to use Vicky's collection, Sweet Rush, which I really, really love. I had already got this full collection, and then Vicky also brought me the Sweet Rush weekend kit as well, which is coming up at the end of July. If you don't already have a kit, I think Vicky does have a couple left in her shop at vickybooton.com, and I believe she will be uploading access only for those international or whatever who want to join in the class but already have the product or whatever. So yeah, that is what we are going to do today. I have done some prep because I couldn't cut 8 triangles on camera without getting it wrong. So I have already cut my triangles, and what I did is I cut basically, I'm going to test myself now. Yeah, so I basically cut 7 by 7 squares out of scraps mainly. There's a couple of sheets of full paper here, and then I basically cut it in half triangularly. And that's just a lie, because it's actually, just looking at that then, I was like, that's wrong. Yeah, 5 by 5 they were actually. And then I cut them in half triangular, and there we go. I have 8 different sheets, 8 different patterns, one of which is the vellum from the collection. And then these are just scraps and a couple of cut apart cards, which I may use as layers behind the photo. This is a cut apart card that I have then punched the sentiment out of and made sure I get some of the distressed and colour from it. And then this is a tab, which again I have punched out of one of the pattern papers. I've got a bramble fox, I've got all the ephemera here. This is actually from a pack that Vicky gave us as a gift. So the one that I already have is here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop all of them in there like so. And this is a mix of the ephemera, this one, and also the journaling one as well. And of course it is in a coconut bowl. Here's another one of mine. Let's see if you can see it properly. I love that. So there you go, they are just absolutely gorgeous. And then I also have all the stickers and all the good stuff, and I've only got one clip left. There is another pack of clips in the kit from Vicky, but I need to try and not give in to temptation to dive into that, because I do want to do that album, which is going to be fun, because that's going to be another album that I make along with Vicky, albeit virtually. Won't quite be the same as Vicky sat 2 tables in front, using Sweet Rush, which is really cool because I'm going to use that album for photos from the day I spent in London with Vicky on Monday, because we took loads and loads of photos. Vicky loves her photos and had me doing all kinds of stuff. So the album that we make then is going to be for photos from that day, and the album we made on the cruise is going to be photos of the cruise. And then I'm also going to have a 12x12 album of the cruise and a 12x12 album of Kathy's stay and stuff that isn't cruise, if that makes any sense at all. So I'm going to stop yabbering on and let's get cracking. So I've laid these out roughly. I'm using a sheet of white 12x12 textured cardstock, and yeah, let's see how this goes. It's not the best cardstock. So I have got this, which is the gorgeous vellum that is gold holographic foil, but it also has this blue sort of, I want to say, watercolour effect paper. So I'm just going to do this, and this is the B side of the citrus, and I love it because of the blue speckles. And then I'm just going to stick these so that they overlap slightly. And for those interested, I know I have had a message, my finger is absolutely fine, it's just very sore. I can't yet straighten my finger, which is very strange, but you know. Okay, so I need to decide. I think we're going to go like so. So as I said, we're just going to place these on top of each other, attempt to get them straight. So we had this pattern and this pattern, which is basically these papers, but I've got for the B sides and A sides, which is kind of cool. Then we've got a cut apart and the pink polka dot. Okay. And finally we have got this one, which we are going to do like this. And I've just realised I've put this one on the wrong way. It's supposed to be like so. So I've done all of these differently. What am I doing? Is that right? No. Bear with. I do know what I'm doing, really, promise. Okay, so that goes like so. Okay, I think I've actually done them wrong. Yeah, kind of, but it's fine. We'll just do ours differently. Or we could use the other side, I guess. No. Okay. I'm just going to do it wrong now that I have started it wrong. Then I kind of thought we could have this one here, this one here, this one here, this one here. So I do want to try and get this in the middle as best as I can. So we're actually going to use a T-ruler. There we go, so I'm going to put that above. Try and get this straight. And let's, I have changed my tape, just to keep you all updated on that. Okay, so then that is going to go roughly there. Let's check that this is straight. And would you believe it? It's actually straight. And then it'll be easy to sort of figure this out. Okay, I've done all of this completely wrong. I've done this one right. No, I'm just going to have to leave it now. You know, I've always said it's warts and all here. I'm not perfect and I've got this wrong. But really, would anybody know? Yeah, probably. Do I care? Not really. Okay, and this one is going to go... sort of like so. Then this is where I find out that it's not straight. So I've actually done it wrong, but in a organised fashion. See if you guys can spot what I mean by that. Okay. It's not quite in the middle either, but there we go. That's not in the middle by a long shot. Honest to God, right. So basically we've got these two going like that and these two going like that, so it kind of looks like it was intentional. Happy accident maybe? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch my way around so it looks like I have put it not in the middle on purpose. Honestly, I'm just trying to figure this out now. So in the middle we also have some thread which I really like that's been stapled on, and it's also been put on like so. So what I'm thinking is we're going to change it up again, because why not? So I am actually going to cut this out. Excuse me. So we're putting our own spin on this by a long shot. Okay. So I'm actually going to cut around this and give it a white border. Bear with me whilst I do that. Okay, so like so. Now it looks like there's a bigger one here because of that paper. Not much I can do about that. That is just the style of the paper. Okay. Then we're just going to have a look. I need to watch my finger. So I did think this paper, no. Basically I'm going to put that on top of another paper, which should work, I'm hoping. It may well have to be another sheet of white cardstock, guys. Which is A-okay. Pippin's just looked at me in disgust for disturbing his sleep. Okay, so the original goes on like so. Okay? But I'm thinking I actually prefer it straight. Like so. So I'm just going to stick this back on, and we're going to call this a badly done scrap lift of Lacey's layout. But I'm making it work as best as I can. So So that's going to go on like so. That's as straight as it's going to get, I think. Let's check. This is like ridiculously straight. It's not straight. At this rate, I'll be starting this video again and you won't even see this. Honestly, there's no hope. So that's going to do it. I'm going to stop messing. And we're just going to go with it. It's not horrific. It's not my favourite. Okay, then I want to cut my photo down a little bit. Being careful not to chop too much of Vicky off. So that is 5 by 4. Let's see. So in the original, the photo is actually here, but it is a smaller photo, or rather, the way that the circles go is different. So you don't cover as much, but that is okay. So I'm thinking like this. Let's have a look. Okay, I'm going to work on the basis of that and we'll see how we go. So now I'm going to use some of these elements that I've saved. And we're going to pop some layers behind, and I'm not thinking too much about it. Going to tear some. There we go. Pop some of this orangey one. Okay, so if that goes there, then we need a little bit of something over there. Let's have, let's pop this one at the bottom. So we're sort of matting the photo, but a kind of messy mat really. And you're just using scraps of paper, cut aparts, ephemera, whatever you've got, and just go your own way with it. Go wild. Now I know in here I've got these labels, so that could work. No. And I do also have this half a flower. So we're going to use half a flower. Oopsie daisy. I'm going to tuck that in there. There we go. It's going to be a very different layout to what I envisaged, and I don't know if I'll like it, but you can't like every layout, so I'll take that. Okay, so that's going to go there. Then I'm going to put this tab, because obviously everything's moved around from the inspiration, which I really like, so I will do that again. But everything has moved about. I'm going to use the Shine Bright, but we'll use that in a moment. I'm going to just rip that in half because I'm too lazy to cut it. And we're just going to pop this under there and under this bottom, I think, and that is probably about as enough layers as we need. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So I can get rid of them, and then let's take this bad boy down. That sounded like Sandy then from Steak Goddess. Okay, so that is going to go there. So I've tried to keep the photo straight-ish. Then, as I say, this is the element from the cut apart sheet, and I will pop that here. I may use these. These paper clips were a gift from Vicky for us all as well, because she's super generous in these cruise goodie bags. And if you have been considering a cruise with Vicky, can't recommend it enough. I'll certainly be trying to do it again. Obviously it's not cheap, but totally worth it. I am now a cruise convert. Don't know if I like that there then. Let's pop that there. Okay, now we do have this Bramble Fox title still, which I had forgotten about. So let's see what this looks like. No, don't like it. Well, I do like it, but I don't like it on this layout. Okay, that's too big. So I'm just seeing if there is anything that can go here. So we've got Carefree. That works. Okay. Now, of course, this is a layout about Vicky and her album, so we do need a butterfly because Vicky is our butterfly queen. I still don't have my foam here though, so let's use a little bit of fun foam. I'm not cutting my finger off today. So I am just going to pop that there. And I am going to pop that there. Okay, yeah, this isn't my favourite layout. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. This may be a bit big. What about another butterfly? There must be another butterfly. We're just having a look for... Oh, there's another butterfly. Let's put another butterfly. I've said butterfly too much, and I can't stop saying butterfly now. So we're going to pop that one there. And that really works actually because Vicky had two brooches with butterflies on. So that sort of ties in very nicely. And then we do have these banners. But nope. We know that I have trouble using them. That's the one that I've used down there, so nope. I love this collection so much. Hello sunshine. Okay, I'm going to go to my favourite thickers, but I'm going to pull these out first and wreck my layout again. I just want to move this one up slightly like so, and I do make my butterflies slightly 3D. I know they'll get squashed, that's totally cool. Okay. So carefree, and then I'm going to spell, guess what? That's right, Vicky. I love these thickers so much, and at first, when they were first released that is, I was like, they're okay. I don't need any, I've got enough thickers. But Adam needed them. So Adam got them. And I now have a couple of packs. I just love the sort of rainbow vibe to them. It's like a primary rainbow though. Really cool. Okay, I'm not hating this layout as much as I did now. So I'm just seeing if there are any of these that we can use. And I'm wondering if Snapshot would look okay up there. So let's pop the S there. I am one, as I'm sure you have noticed, I do apologise you can't see the whole layout while I do this, that I love multiple titles, phrases or words and all that fun stuff. It doesn't bother me at all. And the title can be whatever you want it to be when you're looking at the layout. So when somebody is looking through my album, it might be a different title to when somebody else is looking at my album. And I quite like that. Doesn't bother me at all. Okay, so that is going to go there. Yes, yes! Oh, this is coming out now. Okay. Then we're going to pull in the colours that we've got and try and carry them around the page. Okay, look at that. I made that sound like I knew what I'm talking about. Okay, we've got to use a Vicky arrow on a Vicky page, I think. So let's do that there. What about another one? Pop that there. Okay. We do also have a lot of these dots left. So I might use some of these dots as like enamel dots. And just go a bit crazy on the colours. Not really paying much attention to what colours I'm using. I think we've kind of used all the colours on this layout. And then by accident we've got that visual triangle that I never usually do. Okay, so we're going to pop them back. Then we've got our chipboards. Okay. Just having a look, see what I think. Now we do have actually in here a bulldog clip style thing. Probably don't need it now, no. But we may be able to use one of these small chipboard ones. Why not? Okay. And then I'm going to pop that there. It says my favourite. Good times on my mind. That works perfectly. No. And then let's pop. Don't know if we need that actually. We do have a lovely down arrow which we may well use to sort of seal that tab. I don't know why I said seal, that makes no sense, but you know what I mean. Okay. So there is that. I'm just looking now, see if there's any last bits that I would like to add. Doing all the things is like perfect for Vicky photo. I'm going to actually pop that there, I think. And then I'm going to stick that on that clip. Why not? We do it with flair. Okay. And I quite like this blue because it pulls all this blue that I've used into a photo that doesn't really have any blue. I mean, the spine is blue because it's this pattern, and the TV screen looks a bit blue, but it's not blue as such. So I quite like that. Now I'm going to go, avalanche. I'm going to go over to my paints and see what I can find. So we have got Oriental Fuchsia. Ooh. That took it out of me. This is Nouveau Mica Mist, and as per our inspiration I am actually going to stick to the splatters part, and we're just going to put a few up here and a few down here. If you use a pen, it sort of concentrates it a bit better. There we go. Love the way that they sort of tie everything in. Let's try and avoid an avalanche this time. Okay. Just give that a quick wipe, otherwise it'll stay there forevermore. I think that's going to do it on this layout. I think we have got enough. Although, what about... Okay, I really need this to come up. Okay, I'm going to put this here. Now let me put it here and then I'll explain why. Adam needs to remember when there are splatters on a page, but hey ho. So I put that there because that kind of ties in the black, and I quite like the way that finishes it off. So there is my finished layout, even with smudged splatters, and that is probably going to be the first page after my previous one. So the one of Kathy, Vicky and myself. It'll probably be this, and then we'll go into some class photos, I think. And I really like the way it's come out. You can't see any of the vellum. See a bit pokey through, but I like it. It should have been that way, but I quite like the result, and that's all that matters. Thank you all so much for joining me for day 4. I will indeed be back tomorrow for day 5 of 12 days of summer scraplifts. I kind of wanted to say 30 days of sketches then, because that's usually when I'm doing like a month-long series, but no, I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow for day 5 of the 12 days of summer scraplifts from the awesome Scrap Squad. Until then, stay safe, take care, have a happy scrappy week, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.